the common mistake that most people make, and here's how everybody wrecks their body, because this is all repetitive re-injury syndromes. I used to be a research engineer. Yeah. What most people do is they bend this piece forward, and they in order to get themselves out on their toes. So the pelvis comes forward. In other words, that teacup drops down. That drops the shoulders out in front. But people don't want to walk around like this, so they pull that up. And in doing that, they create a real arch or hyperextension to their low back. Oh, yeah. If we kept that straight and tipped my pelvis back, I'd literally be back like this. Yeah. So you need to do that crunch in order to line it up straight. By doing that crunch, you engage the abdominal muscles. The abdominal muscles are supposed to provide 2/3 of the support for the low back. In most Americans, most Europeans as well, I was in Europe most of the summer, people aren't engaging their abs at all. So in other words, 2/3 of the support for the low back isn't even there. Okay, so again, when that comes forward, body drops forward, people pull up like this. Yeah. Ultimately, the chin pokes out because you just can't hold this position forever. So the chin pokes out, so people start getting extremely tight traps. They get all this neck pain, all this shoulder tightness, and these muscles right here just go nuclear. They get so super tight.
Yeah, that's like a desktop syndrome.
Right.
And you walk around like that,
right.
Back pain, neck pain.
Right. You know, and to make it worse, if you'll step that way so you can see my feet a little bit. What's the last thing we do is we take these really long steps. And I'll roll this up a little bit so you can actually see it. Angle there. If you walk like you're supposed to, you actually pull yourself up onto the foot, and this gives you great balance. But that's not how most Americans walk. They try to take as long a step as possible. And as I'm taking a longer step, I guess I should show it with this foot. As you're taking a longer step, you literally crush the arch out of the back foot. So you crush the arch out of the back foot, and you have a choice of either coming right through the toe, which ultimately gives you a chronic arthritic big toe, or you do what most people do, you twist to the side to release the pressure. This is what causes bunions. This is why bunions are fixable. This is also the old style of running, where you're literally trying to throw your leg out as far as possible. But you can see that as I do this, my foot twists, my ankle twists, my knee twists, hip twists, comes up and hits me square in the back, right like that every time. Take the next step, hits me right there. This is what keeps people chronic in terms of back problems. So in order to prevent that, we have to take all those twists out. Yep. But as you can see again, as you drop this forward, pull this where it's going to be like this and do that same position, the person just has no structure down here to take that hit. And so the body just bangs back and forth. And this is what keeps people chronic in terms of their low back pain, creates knee pain, and in the old Olympic athlete style, gave people hamstrings that constantly got pulled. Constant knee surgeries, constant hamstring pulls. Whereas the new style, the new Olympic biomechanical model of running, is you land the foot, you actually pull on the heel a little bit to activate the arch. That turns the leg into a big spring. You literally pull back on that spring and it literally throws you forward. This is why all the records in the Olympics just keep getting broken like crazy, because the body's being used as a spring rather than something that they throw out and bang onto the ground. You want to land without any force and pull, and that literally shoots you down the track.
That's really cool.
So yeah. So the difference between really being fast, you know, at an Olympic type level is all based on the fact that now we get a spring from the foot, the ankle, the knee, and the hip joint, instead of just throwing it out and banging it into the ground. Yeah. So that is really a kick.
Yeah.